conversation with you. And you're a fucking bigger bitch than anyone on this fucking panel. You were on a panel with me. You were on a fucking panel with me.
Huh?
You were on a panel with me on fucking Tony.
I love it.
And you
This is
didn't
the
say a
Saggy
goddamn
Melonz.
thing. You didn't say the goddamn thing. Tell me.
You know, I cause a lot of waves on the internet. A lot of people don't like your girl. Justifiably so. I do got a big mouth. But
How's it going, guys? Cameron here, Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Got the camera on the new tripod. It's maybe a little bit too high, but we're going to leave it like this for now. Try it out. Today's topic of conversation, actually, before we get started, let me take a sip of my wine. I'm going to need it for this one. So actually, before we get into today's topic, I did want to just sort of mention again, I did see Morbius last night. And yeah, that video I posted, obviously a little bit of satire, but you know, it's funny watching that movie. It takes place in New York City, and as I'm watching it, in one of the scenes where they're in the city, there's a vehicle, and the vehicle has a European license plate. So right away when I saw that, I honed in on it. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, maybe this movie was shot in Europe, and whoever was in charge of cinematography or product placement obviously forgot to take the European license plate off and put on like a New York State or a New York City license plate. And that's exactly what it was. The movie again takes place in New York City, and it was shot, principal photography was shot over in Europe. And obviously they dropped the ball on that small attention to detail, which is not a big deal because most moviegoers that go to see these types of movies don't really hone in on that sort of attention to detail. But when you've got someone such as myself that's got almost kind of like the Kubrick-esque eye, you know, to see something like that, again, Stanley Kubrick, he'd be rolling in his grave right about now if he saw something like that. He would never let something like that happen in one of his films. He was very particular with the way things were placed in his shots. So, yeah, lazy ass cinematography and all the rest of it. So so on to today's rant. Yeah, let me take another sip of wine here. All right, so today's video, and I don't do these too often, but today we're going to talk about a topic, I guess, that needs to be discussed. We're talking about the YouTuber Saggy Melonz. Saggy Melonz. So look, guys, I don't really know too much about this YouTuber. She did sort of burst onto the scene right around the same time as a lot of the Intellivision Amico regurgitators popped up, and she quickly started gravitating towards the Amico cult. And look, good for her. You know, in a sort of like a community like this, gaming community that is very male dominant and there's not a lot of females, you know, there's something to be said about a girl or a woman that has a successful gaming YouTube channel. And although I don't care much for her content, a lot of it seems to be streaming based and drama related and Amico content, like the 3 things I can't stand. She has over 2,000 subscribers. I don't know if they're bought and paid for. I doubt it. I'm sure she earned them the hard way by posting a lot of Amico content. So I've never really watched her channel. She seems to have a real big problem with yours truly for some reason. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because, as you could hear by that opening introduction, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. And that was in Dazed Gaming's recent live stream. I wasn't even on the stream. I was in the comments thread for a little bit towards the end. And she started lashing out at yours truly. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because over the past year, I've had a lot of other YouTubers reach out to me privately, and they're basically saying to me, like, what's the fucking deal with this YouTuber Saggy Melonz? Why is she freaking out, yelling at people, having these public meltdowns? And it's just really bizarre behavior. And the reason why I want to bring it up is because it's not right. It's not right for her to yell at me like that on a live stream. And it's not right for Days Gaming to sit there with the rest of his crew on the live stream with a big fucking grin on their face like it's a big fucking joke. It's not. If someone like that was acting like that on one of my live streams, they'd be gone. They'd be gone just like that. So I don't know if she thinks just because she's a woman that she can yell at men like that. I don't know if that's the reason. It's funny. Over the years, because I'm not a spring chicken, right? I'm almost 40. I've known, and I get it, the door swings both ways, but I've known plenty of men that were in relationships and or they were married, and they had abusive wives or girlfriends that would yell at them. And it's abuse. It's abusive. And they sometimes they would take it. It can be a bit intimidating when a woman is yelling at you, as crazy as that sounds. But I'm not going to say it's one-sided. Obviously, there's lots of cases where men yell at women as well. But all the same, it doesn't give you the right to talk to people like that. You have no right to yell at me and scream at me like that. Sure, you think it'll fly because this is YouTube world and you can get away with it. But in the real world, that shit wouldn't fly. You wouldn't talk to people like that in the real world. And if you did, you clearly have something wrong with you. I know you posted a video 6 days ago, a mental health stream, and I don't know what her issues are. I don't know if she has mental issues that she's battling. It's none of my business, I guess. But clearly you've got something wrong with you, because nobody in their right frame of mind would talk to somebody the way that you talk to people. It's absolutely fucking insane. You've got no right to fucking yell at people like that. And I don't know where she gets off yelling at people like that. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. You want to go on Twitter and call me a fucking pussy? The last time I checked, I show my fucking face on camera. I don't hide behind an avatar. You hide. And when you hide, channels that hide behind an avatar, there's something to be said about that. It's always the same. It's people that are afraid of real confrontation. Maybe they've got low self-confidence and they don't want to show their face in front of the camera. It's so easy. It's so easy to lash out at somebody hiding behind an avatar. Try to do it in front of the camera. Just fucking try it. Try to do it in person. You wouldn't have the fucking balls. A lot of you wouldn't. Just like fucking back in the day, Radical Rick hiding behind a fucking avatar. Any of you guys out there hiding behind an avatar, you're the fucking pussies. You can't show your fucking face in front of the camera for a reason. Keep running, keep hiding, keep raging. So, that's all I had to say about that. I don't know what the fuck her problem is. I guess she thinks YouTube is the real world. She's blocked everyone from here all the way to China on her fucking YouTube channel, so you can't post comments. She's not blocked here, so if you want to come over here and leave a comment in the comment section, go right ahead. Go right the fuck ahead. See if I care. I'm not going to delete your comment. So, I felt compelled to say something. Not that it bothers me any. I don't really give a shit if she yells at me. But I've had quite a few other members within this small community that we're in that have sort of felt uncomfortable with regards to how this, we'll call her a woman, how she acts and how she treats others and how she talks to others. I would never fucking talk to, and speak to somebody like that. No way. Not in the real world. Maybe on YouTube. But, you know, in the real world, sure, we come across people every day that we don't get along with. But that doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful. Have some fucking respect. Not just for others, but have some respect for yourself, for God's sakes. How can you live with yourself when you're fucking talking to people like this? And the name, and while we're on topic, the name of your fucking channel, Saggy Melonz, really? Like, how fucking derogatory is that? Like, unbelievable. Here you've got an opportunity to be sort of maybe a role model for some girl out there. You know, you've got a semi-successful YouTube channel, and you piss it all away just based on how you act on this platform, how you yell at people, how you behave, and all the rest of it. It's absolutely a fucking shame. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You can leave in the comments your thoughts on today's rants. That's it for this guy. And remember, I will never hide behind an avatar. I will always show my face in front of the camera. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.
You know, I cause a lot of waves on the internet. A lot of people don't like your girl.
You didn't say the goddamn thing, Canadian Gamer, to me. But in other people's comments, you got a lot to fucking say there, don't you? So shut your fucking bitch ass up. You Canadians are weak as fuck.
I thought we were healing.